Can we please be honest? Asagi and Himeragi. Strike the Blood, Episode 5 review. Now, not a whole lot happened in this episode. It was good stuff, don't get me wrong. Not a whole lot happened. So this review will be quick. Alright, to get it started, Natsuki going in straight up beast mode. Not even challenged. So she goes in, and Natsuki, aka Witch of the Void, apparently has control over space with her magic, because she can like teleport and stuff, according to the shapeshifter dude. So that was very nice to see. And then we see her once again, and apparently Astarte is working with her now, and the other guy, the fake, I guess in fake scientist dude, you know, when they went into the laboratory, or at least he was shapeshifter. I don't know if he was faking that. Anyway, apparently he said something that was interesting. He said a homunculus with a familiar in it. So with a familiar in her. So we'll see where that goes. So I guess Astarte is an anomaly, so to say. And apparently Natsuki is looking for a dude, Carlos, oh my goodness, no, Christoph Garlos, but and also looking for a certain text, and apparently it wasn't in the spot, so you know the objective was not completed completely. And then moving on, we see once again Asagi, like, okay, Kojou and Asagi are supposed to compete. They were put together intentionally to compete in this badminton, you know, for the school team or something along those lines. Himeragi and Nagazi are apparently going to be cheerleaders and going to cheer Kojou on and everything. And for real though, can Asagi just tell Kojou how she feels? Like, this is ridiculous. But who's really ridiculous? Himeragi, I understand she's a middle school. I understand she's a young adolescent, early adolescent. But she need to stop. Oh, you pervert for... Every time he looks at her, every time Kojou looks at her, but yet she likes... I ain't even gonna go off in this video. Asagi's insecure behind shown this episode. She need to stop. She's good looking. Y'all know what I said last episode if you watched my review. She's very good looking, very attractive, but she doesn't see herself like that. So I mean, hers, it's reasonable. Even though her jealousy of the again, it's a little bit unreasonable. Asagi, I'm liking. Himeragi, the way she's dealing with Kojou, not so much. But we see the Lion King organization. Apparently, they know a bunch of junk, and they know of what's all going down. And what really is going down, to say the least, is freaking Dimitri Voltaire. He is a noble from Eastern Europe under, you know, the reign of the first progenitor, the Lost Warlord, he's called. So Voltaire's come over to Japan, you know, Itogami Island, I believe I caught it right this time. And you know, he's in a boat, and obviously at the end of the episode he meets up with Kojou and Himeragi. But Himeragi wasn't able to track the dude's magic or familiar, I forget which. But Kojou could. So I thought that was very interesting. It was a test, he says. So that was good stuff. And anything else of real importance in this episode? I'm trying to think. One of the things is Kojou didn't want to... Apparently, he doesn't have complete control of his familiars, or his familiars are so powerful that he can't really use them at the school. So Himeragi went to work, and then we see, okay, we saw her tracking thing, the Shigemi or something like that. And we also saw somebody who we seen the theme, the preview, whatever. She's coming into play, not quite yet. I mean, she fired some arrows, and I think she's the one that's responsible for the attack on Kojou at the school, and that also delivered the message. So yeah, like I said, there ain't wasn't a whole lot, some good stuff, but it wasn't a whole lot of action. There was plot progression, I'll give them that. You know, not really much character development, not much characterization. Plot progression was there. Some action. It wasn't a snooze of an episode. It's definitely better than episode 3. I'll tell you that. So overall, this episode, I will give it a 6.5 out of 10. It was a good episode of Strike the Blood. Next time, I guess we'll get to see some important dialogue with Walter, and I'm really liking that. Even though I kind of was expecting something big, because the normal trend is if the episode's slow, there's something big that happens at the end, but no big battle, nothing like that. But we do get a big play with Dimitri, Walter, however you want to say it. Yeah, he's gonna play some big thing, and we see it talking about the war. So will Kojou go over to Europe? I think that would be cool. You know, opening up with the world building once again. I say Strike the Blood is quite open ended, and I'm liking this. I'm liking pretty well the direction it's going. Hopefully we'll pick up some more. Either I want one or two things to happen next episode. Either it be more action oriented, not action heavy where nothing ever happens, you know, dialogue wise, but more action, or I want some serious like answers to questions, like, you know, more open our eyes to the greater extent, considering this guy is in direct link on one thing more important. One last thing I must mention about Walter. The fact is he is a pure-blooded vampire, and he's of the first progenitor's bloodline on that line. And he also he's like Akatsuki Kojou, or should I say Khalid blood. So some big stuff. He knows a lot, so I'm hoping we get a lot of good information from him. Again, 6.5 out of 10. A good episode of Strike the Blood. The Unexpected Wonder. Like, comment, subscribe. Tell me all thoughts on the episode. If you're not watching Strike the Blood, please get into it, because this series is legit, for real. It's got a great story. Not exactly sure where it's going to go, which the unpredictability factor is excellent and beautiful. Alright, y'all. Have a beautiful day, beautiful night. Peace.